restoration, and why do we then collect ourselves in this FKKI? This was.
Thank you, good afternoon, everybody, Excellencies. I just like to start with information regarding the FKKI, Indonesia Forum on Conservation of the South Asian Communications. This forum is not institution, is already established since on April this year. So it's consisting of several CSO. There are a lot of lessons learned, there are a lot of best practices. Unfortunately, all of best practices didn't use very well. So that's why we like to leverage this trend. The second thing is dealing with restoration ecosystem. Of course, the CSO doing in the field is also related to restoration ecosystem. Although by regulations, restoration ecosystem is just mentioned in 2004 by ministerial decree. But in the field, a lot of work already been done by CSO in Indonesia. And
we have wetlands and many others. We cannot mention what they want. In response to your question, Buerna, there are two things that we need to bear in mind. First is the bigger of the forest cover, the better it is in combating climate change or global warming. What happened as the result of deforestation in Indonesia is that it remains fragmented ecosystems everywhere, and some are fully deforested. So, Buerna, I think this is a critical junction of point of return from the high pace or high rate of deforestation to escalating restoration. This must be recorded as a historical commitment by all of us. The other thing is that there are pledges of countries for bond challenge. I noted the ambitious pledge by the United States as well as many other countries, and important numbers mentioned by our colleague in Africa. It has been mentioned that we plant trees since many, many years ago. But when it comes to the plantation and restoration, there is always questions. Where are they and what happened to them now? So it means the concept should be renewed as such, so that it provides stability and it provides more justification on the restoration with so-called restoration accountability. So there are three types that we have been in Indonesia. Elsewhere, I don't have any information because when I asked my colleague, none of them involved much in the implementation of bond challenge itself. But
what one needs to do then is to look at the needs, the rates of returns, and then the supply of money. Just one small example. Last year when we got these together with these Latin American nations to commit 20 million hectares, at the same time we found it quite easy to get a group of impact investors to say they would put $700 million into that. That was just, it was very easy to find that amount of money. The problem is not money. They said, but actually we've got some risks that we're not willing to take. So within 3 months, we talked with the president of the Inter-American Development Bank, and we said, could you put together a risk management facility? They put it together, they got financing from the Global Environment Facility, they launched it last week. So now, not only do you have the impact investors, you have a risk management facility. I guarantee in East Asia there would be huge appetite for an institution like the Asian Development Bank to put together that kind of facility. Wouldn't be difficult to get impact investors, but again, it's putting the different pieces of the jigsaw puzzle together. And I hope everyone knows Pak Koni here, who is the head of WRI in Indonesia. Pak Koni, I think this piece of analysis would be something really, we'd love to work with you on that. And I wanted to say just one word about the terrific sort of offers that are coming from the major plantation companies, whether it's April or APP or whatever. I mean, this is another piece of the jigsaw where, for good reasons, we are now seeing leading players willing to come up to bat. I don't know whether it's commercially in your interest to do what you're doing, Bob. You say not, but you want to do it because actually your long-term viability as a company does depend on you playing a good role like that and being seen to play a good role. So again, that's part of the jigsaw puzzle that one has to put together. But there are no shortcuts or silver bullets.
Thank you, Andrew. You have used your 1 minute of last word. I'm sorry, I'm rushing because food is almost there. So because it's not there yet, I would like to ask Efra to say your last piece.
Yeah. My last observation consists of a few points. I'll make it short. There are two things to avoid. Number one is that this initiative should not instigate a new social conflicts in the country. Why I said that? Because when it comes to plantation, the most pertinent question is land and the status of that land. So I think we made a wrong initiative if this promote new social conflicts. We had enough social problem already on the ground. Second, please don't even think, please in Bahasa, please in English, don't even think to promote restoration by converting more virgin forests. So, because we are combating deforestation and climate change at the same time, so it cannot be in. However, we recognize, based on the later on assessment made, there will be no homogeneous plantation in Indonesia. For that reason, there should be mosaic of models. Some of them is joining by RN or whatever to make it feasible. It doesn't matter. Some is a mix of coffee or other crops. What is important is that you need to make assessment on the degree of degradation. On that basis, you create your model. So there will be different model, and this is challenging for innovation. And then the last one, and this is the one that I'd like to discuss with Connie soon, is that there should be a map of indicative of benefit analysis doing this. If not, then we are stuck talking nonsense. Thank you very much, Bo.
Thank you. That's very clear, loud and clear and strong. And I would move to Fahimi because he's talking about that.
Yes.
All the don'ts. What are the do's?
The do's. I would agree with Pa Efran. First, if we talk about restorations, please bearing in mind that we are talking also dealing with emission of carbon, dealing with climate change. So everybody in this room, I believe that we put natural forest, tropical natural forest is comparable to any other ecosystems. Meaning that you may plant in a lot of degraded land, according to Pa Dirjen, more than 24 million hectares actually degraded under kawasan hutan. Meaning that opportunity there, and I think there is no big issue anymore if we talk about land-based analysis like WRI or other NGOs here, they have already, or even in the Ministry of Environment and Forestry, they have enough with methodologies, they have enough with technologies about land-based analysis. No big issue anymore about the methodologies. It's much different when there was in 15 years ago when I was in the Ministry of Forestry. We are fortunate right now. Thank you.
Thank you, Pak. And about Pak Ustad's request for the story, I'm just promoting him. The next session after this will be exactly what you're asking. The story of how NGOs work with the government, private sector, and especially getting the communities interested. So please be patient. So the last word will be given to the man who gave us the first word.
Yes, yes. Just one word because already over the first. I would like to say, listen from the financing, innovative financing mechanism. Innovative financing mechanism we had already in Sungai Wen Trust Fund. Then also in Bunaken, in Rawadano. That's the way to set up a trust fund. If you want to more learn from Costa Rica for Navivo. That's a good one. That's a sample. Yeah, it is for me. Because if the question about the financing, it is really association. Also, Pak Bayu also know Dana Fund, yeah? Dana Sawit Fund, and we Ministry of Forestry Fund, Reforestation Fund, and in Tambang Rehabilitation Fund. It's a fund organized by the third party, not by the government. So no government preparing the laws about fund. I criticize the Reforestation Fund back to the third party organized by the civil society, as we have an example in Sungai Wen, whatever, and now
we are reaching the end of our session. Actually, there is one more company I would like to invite to talk about their effort, because they are exactly doing what you're suggesting, is that they're doing landscape ecosystem restoration, but not for free, because they are also developing biofuel, and so there is an economic benefit of the companies to do so. Dari Ansari ada nggak ya? Pak Hashim tadi ada. Are you? Is he also?
Wednesday.
8.
The 9th.
9. On 9th of December, 9:30, there's a very interesting ideas thrown by Ansari, who are going to implement it in their land on ecosystem restoration, but with the combining it with biofuel plants of the aren plant. So I think with that, I would like to close this session. Thank you so much. Not all questions are answered, but anyway, this is just the appetizer. And after this appetizer, then there is the lunch. Please, as I promised you, there is a light lunch behind there. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.